Alright, so some super sexy dude must have set the stream for 9 p.m., but I thought it was 10 p.m. So so here we are. I don't remember you saying anything about that, ma'am. I thought it was 10. I don't remember that conversation actually. What? I'm funny. Alright, I'm ready. I saw this game earlier today. Hey Ali, what's up, man? I saw this game out of nowhere earlier today, and I think it looks super cool. So this game is by the same team that made New Vegas. It's Obsidian Studios. So they make good games. They made the Outer Worlds as well, and I really enjoyed that game. So I'm just excited to see what this game is. Mouse, keyboard. Yeah. Visuals, cool. Rolls. Cool. Cool. Okay, I'm excited. It seems a little loud. Let me know, let me know. I think it should be better. Alright. New game, here we go. Use stylized fonts. Of course I'm gonna use this game uses stylized fonts and writing effects that may be difficult for some readers. The easy read fonts option improves legibility by disabling some fonts and writing effects. Come on, we gotta use the cool medieval effects. Automatically saves the progress. Alright. I'm ready. This game looks so cool actually. In principle. Oh. In principle erat verbum et verbum erat apodium es Deus erat verbum. I can't read that actually. We're destroying everything. This feels wrong. Okay, so I erased everything on the page. Xbox Game Studios presents... I'm excited for this. I think this looks really cool, actually. An Obsidian Entertainment production. Pentiment, okay. Art director, Anna Kennedy. Animation director, Kathy Nichols. I'm excited, this looks cool. Wensky. Kemie, I think. Okay, so I can't skip this. I can't skip this. Narrative director Josh Sawyer. Oh, it's Italy. I recognize Italy. I'm American, but I recognize Italy. Bavaria, Holy Roman Empire, April 1518. So this takes place 1518. Okay. An artist sleeps. I am the artist. That's me, I think. An artist mind. Okay. Whoa! And the abbot said to me, Andreas, I don't want you distracting the sisters in the library. I need you to finish this commission by the end of April. Keep the conversation with Brother Piero to minimum. I don't want you distracting the sisters. I understand that. Up to the devil's work again, are you? Don't encourage him. Devotion to one's work can yield pleasures of the mind supportive to those of the body. Either you need to spend time with more exciting lovers, or I need to learn how to work the Socrates way. I'd reply to the abbot, Andres. Apologist says to be more mindful. I said it's not my fault God made me this handsome. I know it was just coming. It's not my fault God made me this handsome, clearly. You're insufferable. Alas, this Christian faith view Use desire less favorably than I did my time. Huh? Perhaps this longing for you will instill them a greater appreciation for beauty. Right, try telling that to the next time, Andreas, hehe. Despite the abbot's ire, you must endure. Soon you'll have finished both the abbot's work as well as your masterpiece. Then you will return to Nuremberg, where marriage and your new life as a master await you. Okay. Yes, marry someone you have never met. Hardly ideal. Well, the alternative is become a philosopher. Oh, Jesus. You should definitely get married. Is she pretty, at least? That's what my brother said in his letter, but maybe it's just letting my spirits. The small portrait sounds lovely, but we are just gonna be flatters. Oh, no, that's not what I'm doing anyway. I wish I had more context. How often do you make soup? I don't make soup often, but my wife makes soup all the time. She loves soup. Aaron made soup tonight. Me, not very often. My wife, very often. We are just gonna be flatters. It's growing late. The wheel of time stops for no man, Andreas. I fear you must leave us. True, Your Majesty. Will you visit us again soon? Hopefully, it's out of my control, Your Majesty. I don't know, Your Majesty. I can't always dream of this place, Your Majesty. That's fair. I can't always dream. Of course, you are not here tomorrow night. I will pray you will be someplace pleasant. That's cute. Joby, and please see Andreas safely home. Of course, Your Majesty. Until next time, Andreas. Until next time, Your Majesty. Oh! I'm sorry your wife keeps making soup even though you don't like it. Hey, I'm not concerned, man. As long as she's happy, I'm having a good time. Bring up my two little fools, Andreas. I never do. Ow! I was so if they stop stepping on my feet. Watch where you're going. They're fools, Andreas. No point in trying to teach them anything. I know old John wants you to endure the abbot's crap, but since I take you home, I get the last word. Don't let him run your ragged, boy. Well, the abbot can't push me. I'm just trying to keep order in the abbey. It will be fine. I don't want to cause any trouble. I just can't keep order in the abbey. I'm an outsider. An outsider he brought in. If he wants you to work, he has to deal with you as you are. Koala, how you doing? Push him off. Push him off. Would you please? Oh. I'm happy that too much chicken soup doesn't bother you too badly. There have been ways, or I say there have been ways, there have been times when it is very stinky soup. I found my way to the stream. I was watching a FNAF lore video, but I saw it was an hour and a half long and I lost interest. Hey, that's what most people say about my streams. Crazy. Take me home, Grobude. As you wish, Andreas. Alright, so I'm sleeping. I'm waking up. See what? Nope. What? Are you surprised? I'm sorry you're stuck with stinky garbage soup often. Me too. She loves Panera bread soup and it's so stinky. Good morning, Ursula. Guram Ander. She dying? I'm gonna get up. Right, come on. The Baron, April 1518. We got here. Picatrix, Q Salmon, Heptameron, Prior, I wish I could read that. Prior Frenic keeps giving me all these books to read. Okay. Really should clean this up. Clean it up! Go to bed. Oh, nice. That's cool. So you don't have to spend money on animations. What's this, oh, the guest room, I see. Just like, yeah, I will not be clicking to navigate. Claire. Got Claire. Good morning, Andres. Did you sleep well? I had a midnight crisis last night. Yes, midnight. And I actually felt sad, like really sad. Not numb anymore. It hurt so bad. All you do is cry. I had no one to talk to about it. Listen, man, sometimes you just need to have breakdowns to get it out of your system. Like, because you said you were feeling numb. There's a difference between feeling numb and feeling sad. Sometimes feeling sad is better than feeling numb. So, that's why I'm looking at it. Ordinary, as far as it goes. Oh, well, there's something done about it now. Yeah. I'm sorry, Andreas. I can change the straw on the mattress if you like. Control yourself. You have nothing to deal with. I'll get into it after I've cleaned in here and taken care of hers. I don't want you to be uncomfortable in our home. Anyway, I know you'll be off today, Abby, so I packed you some food. Almonds, cheese, and some of the rye you like from the Albans. I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you feel better soon. Aw, Saga's so sweet. I felt alone and lost. I wanted to disappear from the world. It was the worst feeling. It's always bad when it crashes down. Man, that's the thing. You can't have a masterpiece without some mistakes along the way. You know what I mean? It's part of literally growing up, just finding out what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Even I'm still trying to figure out what works for me and what doesn't work for me as an adult. So, gotta get used to it. Not the being sad part, but the you gotta be willing to change. You gotta be willing to adapt to whatever it is that needs to be fixed. I'm sorry I went through that. Must have been very difficult for you to handle. Otto wanted me to ask if you want to join for dinner at the Abbey. I'll join. Otto, stop by. Just around dawn. What you got? Here you are, Andreas. That's too kind of you, Claire. Many thanks. Thank you. Master Andreas, if it won't be too much trouble, could we... Would it be too much trouble if you paid next month's rent today? And we raised it by 2 groschen? I hate to ask, we're behind on our taxes to the Abbey, 2 months behind. Peter's losing his hair over it, even more than usual, I mean. Ooh. That's a lot of money. Jeez. Of course, it's no problem at all. I'm not sure how to... Well, wait. Were these taxes unexpected? I can't promise anything. I'll see what I can do. Or I suppose that's not out of the question. I think, yes, I can manage that. Besides, we don't want Peter to lose any more precious there. It's been difficult issues. Have you heard James's wife make soup off it? Saga, you little nugget, shut up. I'm not sure how to... I wasn't doing until the beginning of May. Be generous, Andre, so you can spare the money and not lose their burden. Must take the consequences of inaction into account. Ooh. What is this crap? Don't they pay taxes every year? Why is this falling on you fix? That's fair. My dad is still gone. Apparently he was supposed to be home tonight, but he wasn't feeling well. I'll miss him. It feels like I'm right back in Illinois all those years ago and getting all the hurt. Oof. I mean, can you talk to the guy at all? Or, because he said he's not feeling good. If he's not feeling good, you should still be able to talk to him once he's sleeping all day, which is unhealthy, you know? Man might not be taking care of himself like he needs to. Bread and ready is their burden. For the women? Yeah. She might think she can keep asking me advances on rent. So sorry, here you go. There's a feel better soon. I think I can manage that. We're so grateful, truly, Andreas. I apologize again for asking. It's just awful to be stuck in such a position. Our taxes get harder to pay every year. Peter works hard, but it just never seems like it's enough. St. Luke bless you for helping us out. Must be very difficult for you to handle. Speaking of St. Luke, how is your masterpiece coming along? It's been 2 months now, hasn't it? He doesn't call or text. He just kind of forgets to. I know he loves me. He's just really busy and forgets, but still hurts. In that case, you gotta make yourself heard. You gotta be annoying. Like, that's what my family does. They're annoying with me until I respond. Because I'm really bad at responding, and I love them. They love me. They're just annoying with it. And if you need that feeling of affirmation, you gotta talk to the guy. You gotta be a thorn in his side about it, you know? Slowly, I'm afraid. Most of the days are spent doing work for the Abbey. It's only during the divine office that prior Farinkel asked me to work on my masterpiece. Original restriction, we're still going. City Council doesn't require it to become a master. I think I mostly just show kindness when I was like, when do so we'll go back to Nuremberg. Well, I'm married up in a workshop of my own. Nuremberg to a university and now traveling the world as an artist. What a life you have ahead of you, Master Andreas. Androas. That's interesting. I think this is actually the original writing for these names and words. I suppose it does feel like I'm starting a new chapter in my life after some wandering. A little too much fun. Must be rather frightening, starting all over again. I'm sorry your dad's very busy. My dad's super sick and his world is experiencing difficulties in variety. My dad's also sick and my mom just told me she got COVID earlier, like 20 minutes ago. So, I understand that. Right there with y'all. That's what I want to do. I'm feeling good decide that. How are you and testing? Certainly not anyone testing, got it. Anyway, I don't know anything about art, but I've seen you sketching such beautiful things in your little your jittle book. Your masterpiece must be wonderful. Yes, my finest work is good. It's hard to say that till it's done. I feel I bother people and constantly think people don't like me and think I'm annoying, so I try to deal with things my own so I'm not bothered. No one know I'm sad that, because then he... My finest work. Good day, the Abby Andres. We'll see after Vespers for supper. That's night, but thank you, cause Joker invited me over for supper. Of course, please say hello to the Joker's force. And he'll be sad too, and he doesn't need that right now. That means you need more attention in your life. He'll feel bitter soon. No, Koala. No, not at all. It's not that you're bothering people. That's your own intrusive thoughts going around. You need acceptance. Yeah, no, I think I agree with that, Sago. You need to accept yourself. You're not a problem. You're not a nuisance. You're not annoying. You're not a bother to the people that care about you. If somebody says you're a bother to them, then they don't care about you. You don't need them in your life. If your father loves and cares about you, then you need to contact him. You're not being a bother to him. It's not that you tell him you're being sad. You tell him that you miss him. And I mean, it translates the same thing. Tell him you miss him. Hope your dad gets better, Sago. It's not that you're sad. It's that you miss him. You know what I mean? And it can be, oh, I'm sad. I need to talk to my dad kind of thing. But I'm sure he's going to feel better knowing that you miss him. Like, oh, this is a mutual thing. We both miss each other, you know, but it's not conveyed. I understand about poor communication. I'm really bad at communicating. Oh, oh boy. See you later, Car. Ava. Hello, Andreas. Car? You spare a moment to chat? Of course, Andreas. How can I help? Well, your time is behind tags. How much are you short? Well, about 2 guldens worth. Can't pay your rent early, that's alright. I'm sure you can find some way to pay the abbot. I contributed to no time's right here. No, I'm not paying for you. I was merely curious. Yeah, we got her, Andreas, but I'm afraid I can't accept. Peter's too proud of a man to ask for charity while there's still ground to till. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked you about rent in the first place. You're young and still have your own life ahead. I pay early. And good host me, I can do without more than your family. Yeah. Bless you, Andres. Don't mention this to Peter, alright? You'd hate to know I told you about our troubles. You don't know a thing. Thank you, Andres. Until later, Clara. No, it went up for them. Intrusive thought here telling me I suck, but I just have to make sure I'm not bothering you by venting here. No. See, Koala, that's another intrusive thought that's unhealthy for you to listen to. You got some demons, girly. True. Yeah, that's a very high school, middle school thing. It's the save. So many demons. That's what it feels like, dude. That's middle school, high school for you. This is when you learn a lot about yourself. What you can handle, what you can't handle, what you're into, what you're not into. Peter. Andreas. Can't talk to that guy? Talk to that guy. Oh! Big Yord! Morning, Andreas. Morning, Big Yord. How's it going? You working today? Just taking a rest for a bit. Dad's still in the field. Hit a big rock with a plow and it took me, Lord knows how long to pull it out. Off to the Abbey. Every day was Sunday. Right. Thank God for Sundays. Smells like a storm's coming now. It just smells like fresh alpine air to me. You've been traveling too much. Where was it you spent your Wundertag before you came to casting? Oh, pick a background that affect your character's choices. Basil. Andreas knows some Italian and French, can reference cultural touchdowns from Basil and nearby Burns, Zurich, and Freiburg. Some Dutch and French. Italian and Low Greek can reference cultural touchdowns from Florence, Venice, and Milan. I like Italy. I like Italy. That's the only one that's still there, right? Italian and French. Basil. I like Italy. Italy. Florence for a while, but Venice and Milan as well. Really, no wonder your senses are dull. You've been down there too long. Spend enough time in these mountains and you'll be able to smell a storm coming. How long will that take? 10, 15 years? I don't think I have that long, Big York. We spent all the time in Italy doing anyway. Other than art, I mean. I was supposed to get blood work done tomorrow, but I forgot and ate candy. I'm supposed to fast for 12 hours, so I'll have to tell my mom I made a mistake. Hope she doesn't get too upset. Listen, you got a lot on your mind right now, Qual. If she doesn't understand that, you gotta make it known, you know? And then Aaron's mom would get super mad, and then we have to be like, Stephanie, don't be mad at her. She made a mistake. I didn't raise you like this.
You failure. Pain.
Hedonist. He is extremely social, quiet, experienced in all the enjoyable ways of the world. Lives to work and delegates all his time. Bookworm Andre spends all his non-working free time finding reasons many books. Upscaling, has a penchant for getting involved in petty schemes, pranks, microcrimes, and fistfights. Much of time is self-promotion, optimizing business expenses, making investments, and balancing his books. This guy's an artist. Supposed to be doing blood work tomorrow, yeah. Apparently, well, it depends on what kind of blood work, right? Okay, Aaron says if you fast 8 to 10 hours, you're alright. So, as long as it's not in the morning, you're alright. I've been stress eating. My floor is covered in candy wrappers. I've had an ungodly amount of candy in the past few days. Aaron says. I mean, it's been Christmas. There's a bunch of candy over there just sitting there mocking me, and I'm trying not to eat it all in one sitting as I snack on these Haribo dinosaurs because Aaron doesn't like them. So, you want a dinosaur, Aaron? No. Thanks, Aaron. I like bunny. We want to make him a hedonist or a craftsman? I ate at 10. It's supposed to be at 7:30. Oh lord. Well, no, that's still not that bad. 7. That can be 8 hours. Easy. 10. Let's say 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 9 hours. You're fine. You should be alright. As long as it's not 12 hours, but you should be alright. You can say that, oh, I was told it's only sometimes, depending on the blood work, 8 to 12 hours is alright. So you'd be in 9 hours, so you'd be alright, judging by my math. But I'm really bad at math, so I wouldn't trust that math, personally. Aaron says 8 to 12 hours according to Google, so. And 7:30 is too early for anything. So. You want to make him a craftsman or a hedonist? This guy seems like a party guy looking by. He's from Italy. He's a party guy. Tell me when you're beautiful and the wine is exquisite. What do you think I spend my time doing? Sounds like fun. Better not be like Father Thomas here about him. Priests tell us to emulate the lives of the saints. However, St. Augustine said, Lord, make me chaste, but not yet. You say so, Andreas. I still think you're gonna get in trouble with Father Thomas. Jorg! Oh, I got a bit going. Jorg, let's go! Blood work is for hormone testing, I guess, because apparently my body might be making too much testosterone. Explains why I'm so strong, possibly. That throwing me all out of whack, I don't know. I wouldn't know anything about that. I don't know. Huh? Aaron says they might just put you on birth control, which is fair. You were on birth control about that time, yeah? About 14 middle school? Yeah, there you go. Get you on birth control. That might put you back on track. Dad's already acting like I'm talking too long, even though I did all the work to get that rock out. See you later, Andres. Till later. Talk to him again. Andres, you say hello to the girls today? Ava and Claire? No, I mean the chickens. Peter, James, and John. I like it when you stroke their back or give them a good scratch under the breast. You named your chickens after the apostles? Couldn't think of anything more feminine. Maybe the names are pretty girls, you know? All the pretty girls I know are married, though. Naming chicken after another man's wife doesn't seem right. I hear about the apostles every Sunday in Mass. They witness Jesus' grace moment of glory in his darkest trials. And I was thinking, that's how it is with the girls with me. They say everything I deal with around here. It makes perfect sense to me, Big Yord. You have much in common with Christ. He seems like a friendly guy, yeah. I mention that to anyone else, especially the father. I just follow what they tell me to do. I don't pay attention to detail. Me neither. Me neither. What about you, Aaron? You just do what they tell. Aaron said. What? A good example. Good example. Don't worry about it. You got much in common with Christ. You're making fun. It's fine. I get it. I'll just call them the girls from now on. I don't recall your family eating eggs. What do you do with all of them? It's on to the Bowers. Clark says he needed extra money for taxes. Anyway, I should get back to it until later, Andreas. I feel like this family is actually not hard on money from taxes, but I could be wrong. I feel like something's going on with that money. Till then. Oh, ill Peter. Ill Peter! God bless you. Andreas. Oh yes, Andreas. This weather's been god-awful. This town's gotten a crap since my days. I don't think the townsfolk can do much about the weather. Things very different when you were young. As different as beer and piss. The old abbot didn't bother as much about our costumes. He didn't mind if we upped a little offering to purchase to keep the skies clear, the weather fair. The Thais knew that Christ was in our hearts, even if the white lady's name was on our lips. The amount of different doctors' appointments I've been to is insane. Dermatologist, gastroenterology, and enterology. One I forgot. One I won't name. Doc for ear, nose, and throat, sleep studies, blood work. It never ends. Welcome to being a human being with a single thing wrong with you. What do you guys say about that, Aaron? Aaron says doctors don't care, which is a fair assessment. In America, at least. The American healthcare system sucks. So, they're just trying to ring you for every dollar you got. Hope your doctors are better. Church banned all observers of pagan gods, ill Peter. About St. Moritz protected testing. You think that spirit's been following the weather since no one follows the customs anymore? Sortable customs. Kind that scare away witches and keep spirits from calling storm clouds over our farms. The saints weren't the first to watch over testing. My father knew that. Old Ren and Kemper knew that. And bastard habit may not like it, but some of us keep the traditions alive. Like the old widow hotel, I won't mention that at the abbey. We'll do these traditions until. When you get up in the night to take a piss, go around the right side of the house and never go back the same way. That way the witch don't steal your soul. Also, podiatry and all of them want to blame my issues being overweight or because I'm a woman. Nah, that's not a good reason to blame anything on. I don't think that's sexist and weight shaming. I was overweight back in the day. I'm overweight again, but I'm alright. Oh, how interesting. There you go. I'm alright, God bless you. Goats. There we go. Oh. What's this? It's coming. This is the town. Oh, wow. Wow. What's that going on here? Wow. People? Whoa. Whoa. Ill Peter. The elderly father of Peter, partner. Ill Peter is perpetually on death's door but continues to work the field in spite of it. He is the oldest man in town. I have a high pain tolerance. If I say something hurts, it does hurt, I swear. I've literally stabbed needles through my ear and stabbed my hands with pencils till I bled. I'm not a liar. I believe it. It's not that you have a high pain tolerance. It's just that there's a lot of stuff going on at the same time. And there's a lot of moving parts in your life. Because nothing can stand still, it seems like. And that could very well lead to mental overstimulation, which tires you out. For example, Aaron was, what was it? You were on, like, your birth control or something, or your anxiety meds, and you were, like, dying, and I was like, just try different anxiety meds, and you felt all better. It was your stomach. Yeah. So there's a lot of variables, and they gotta test all the variables, which is good that they're doing it, but you gotta test everything, you know? See, it's coordination. No comments. Dangerous. If I say my pain is an 8 and I've done what I've done, it hurts, I believe it. Andres, good timing. You happen to have a moment to let me in? Of course. What if I got too many irons in the fire? Or rather, shoes, horseshoes. I'm just counting how many I put in. Any hand, no slow reading won't be able to work with Mel. I woke up during surgery while they were stitching my mouth up. I hurt really bad. They told me it was numb. It was not. Nothing felt fuzzy or numb. I felt it all. It was bad. Dude, I hate stuff in your mouth. Like surgery. Here, take the shoe and the tongs. The hot part of the shoe on the end, and I'll hit with a hammer. They didn't believe me. People just... Jeez. You just can't win, can you, Koala? That was being overdramatic because of the media. What the heck? You woke up during a surgery. They can just shut up. They're being mean. Don't go back to those guys. Don't go back to those guys, dude. Thanks for the help, Andreas. I don't know what I was thinking doing all this at once. It should be nice to have someone helping out there every day. Considering an apprentice, we can search out. Don't give me pennies hard enough. You're considered a child. Considered an apprentice. I have. None of the boys in the village seem interested. Hey, Pam, I bet you get Burt Drucker. Claus would have my head if I tried. I don't like to take him any more time. See when out up on the Abbey guest house for dinner. Till then. What up to the Abbey? We'll use it, the Abbey. Not this way. Okay. Man, there's a lot of goats in this town, bro. The next time though, they used high meds. I woke up seeing dolphins swimming on the friggin' on the blank wall, and my entire mouth was fuzzy for hours. Well, that's good that they give you better meds. That's what it's supposed to do. Martin, please, can you give me a hand here? What do you want? Keep an eye on him. Looks like standing there doing nothing. I'm really good at that one. Martin, for Christ's sake, help your cousin. Morning, Andreas. Excuses. When the fence rails fell and the sheep started hopping it. Is there something to do to help? Should I offer to help? Perhaps. Helping others also helps us. So that's really useful and take satisfaction in our work. That even Marsh should be helping him meal and I'm giving a good scare. I think that sheep probably just getting away. I swear. Something I can do to help? Have you ever handled sheep before? Well, no. A good point. Oh, there's something going up on the Steiner's place. Steiner's place. Is there a sheep up there? It's not a sheep. Who's that on the horse? Looks rich. I don't know, Martin, but Lucky's giving him an earful. I haven't seen Lucky that worked up since Peter and Claire's wedding when Johan pulled his pants down. I took my man's teeth out. You don't want to feel the strength behind a stonemason's anger. Do you think he's a noble? He looks really rich. God dang it, Martin. Stay out of trouble for once. What on, Hetty? Man, that stuff was nice, though. I always joke I'm gonna get addicted to this stuff, because maybe that's why I like flashing lights. Because my brain gets messed up, I can't speak. I blame the procedures and stuff. Nah, man. It's just the fact that you're not thinking so hard. Well, I'll tell you right now. Your worst enemy is yourself. 100% of the time. With just it's not that, oh, I'm James, I hate James. It's, oh, I'm James, but what if I'm not James? But what if James is hungry? But what if this? What if that? You don't have, it seems you don't have any certainties in life, and that's really, really difficult for somebody at this point in their life. Really, that's what it was for me. Because I understand that. That's where I was. There was a lot of moving parts in my life when I was in high school, and I wanted to be homeschooled. I really wanted to be homeschooled, but my parents were like, no, you got to go to public school. And I was mad. I was really mad, and I just did not fit in for the longest time. And I was beating myself up just because it was something to do at that point. You know what I mean? And I wasn't happy. I was not having a good time. So eventually I found my rhythm. You just have to find your rhythm is what I think that's the best advice. You have to find your rhythm, find what works for you, find what works in your conditions, find what you can find that is consistent. You know, make an organizer, make a planner. I don't know, something changes in the planner. I don't know. Do you have a pet? I don't think Koala has a pet. Do you have a pet, Koala? You need a pet. Buttercup, here. Hey, buddies. Hey, Buttercup. Hey, what? Please. Come here. I'm trying to get Buttercup. Homeschool sucked. Way too much time to think about everything I've done wrong. Regular school give me time to get my mind off my mistakes. There you go. There you go. It's something. I have 4 dogs, 2 cats, 2 birds, and a younger brother. I like how younger brother's included on that list. So does Aaron. But he doesn't actually exist. 4 dogs, 2 cats, 2 birds, and a younger brother. Are you close to any of your pets? Because, I mean, I haven't heard you talk about him at all. Buttercup, come here. Hey, buddy. Buttercup! Hey, Buttercup! You have one more? She's easy cute. Good Buttercup. Say hi. Say hi. She has pretty nails. I also have an older brother, but he doesn't count in that category. I'll give you that. Say hi, Butters. Say hi. She loves being on stream. Just look at those eyes. Look at those eyes. What are you looking at? You looking at the screen? You're looking right at that camera, aren't you? Oh man. Oh. You looking at that screen up there? That's us. That's us over there. See? Hey, Buttercup. Buttercup, do you have any advice for Koala? Yeah, what else? Yeah, what else? One of my cats is my child. He's mine and only mine. He loves only me and used to sleep in my room all the time, next to me, under the blanket and everything. It was adorable. That's good. Buttercup, you have any more advice for Koala? A little bit? Love on that kitty? She's saying love on that kitty. Yeah. Buttercup says whatever advice you need to hear right now. Right? Yeah. Buttercup. Man, she's not even struggling right now. Oh, she's struggling a little bit. Great advice. Thank you, Buttercup. Thank you, wise one. There you go. That's what Buttercup has to say. Oh shoot, I muted it. Alright. What, Aunt Hetty? Behave yourself. Don't we have enough to deal with right now? Andreas, if you wouldn't mind moving your skinny little body up the road, we need to get these sheep under control. Of course. See you later. I talk a lot. Yeah, I understand that. So does Aaron. Don't work too hard, Martin. Yeah. This will be remembered. Good! I'm sure they would love that. Oh. Church. Cool. We're going to church. No comments. Tucker house. Whoa! Morning, how's it going? Oh, it's upside down. Morning, Claus. Another day at the Abbey, another few hours to work on my masterpiece. Good to hear. You still come by for supper night? Murray and Bert will love to see you. We really need to see these new web cuts I have for an Italian edition of Till Eulenspiegel. I didn't realize Father Thomas lets you print books in Italian. Come on, Andreas, he's not that strict. I know he's just trying to protect people from Mercy Witch Mania. Which your story is questionable or repute. Your sloppy typesetting. Not always have the luxury of taking days to write a single page for a book journeyman mailer. Only journeyman for the few more months, then master. Great, then you can take a week for a single page and they'll probably pay you double for it. See, now you're thinking like a master artist. Too bad you're a printer. So supper tonight after Vespers? We'll see. If not tonight, sometime soon then. See you later, Andreas. See you later. There's nothing wrong with talking a lot, is there, Aaron? Aaron loves to talk so much. Bless, Master Mailer. I hope your week is going well. Thank you, Father. It's going quite well. Just on the way to get up the hill to get to work. Good, good. Andreas, I don't recall seeing you at Sunday morning mask. You understand how important it is for your salvation that you receive Holy Communion. I was about to say Holy Communism. Holy Communion, don't you? Yes, yes, I apologize for all the times. I promise you I'll make it this Sunday. I just stayed up too late on Saturday. I don't want to get into an argument about this. Going to church on Sunday be such a burden. If not for her sake, consider it for your own. Not as many duties. Father Tom should appreciate how hard you work to help the Abbey. This guy can't make you go to mass. To heck with him. Duties. Well, Siren Town works hard though. Apologize, promise you'll make this iron. This gets us late at night and Andreas, this is about more than your success in life. This isn't no... Oh my, what a blessed day to receive such an illustrious visitor. Master Miller, this is Lawrence, Baron of Kothfogel, a great lord from the countryside near Worms. Worms? Good to see you, Father Thomas. It is nice to be remembered fondly. I only wish all of your neighbors were as welcoming. Well, yes. It brings me back to our little town. My wife and I were returning from a trip to Venice. We spent a few days in Innsbruck, and it was terribly dull. Funny story. Once in third period, I was talking with my friend and said the noise a belt makes when it snaps is incredible. I then grabbed my belt to demonstrate right before I snapped the belt. Oh, man. I mean, that's a certain charm coming to those Alpine cities where the place was crawling with nobles for the Emperor's diet. The Emperor, was he there? Did you see him? Well, briefly, but he was setting up for a portrait at the time. Quite lovely. Didn't want to bother him for the painter. I was Vince, my lord. I lived there only a few years ago. Well, fascinating. Well, city Jews now live in their own quarter to the north. City's artist is still producing wonderful work. Taishin? In particular is a god. Taishin. A god. No offense, father. Of course. Anyway, my wife wanted to stay a bit longer in Innsbruck, and I decided right ahead to make a visit to Curacao. I heard Father Matthias died shortly after my last visit, of course. Right before I snapped the belt, the teacher said, "Everyone be quiet and listen up." And it was too late. Then bam! Everyone turned their head to me. I laughed and so my friend. The teacher was understanding, though she knows my crazy antics and weird mind. Good. I'm glad you have a good teacher. Glad you have a good teacher. At least one good teacher. You need at least one good, fun teacher, you know, to get through high school. I had so many. I was so blessed with awesome teachers. One actually gave me $50 for my wedding. Love you, Ms. Bryant. Shout out to Ms. Bryant. That shortly after my last visit, of course. It was so funny. A great loss for the Abbey and Forest Hall. Indeed, by good fortune, I recently came across a copy of the Historia Tasfiae I was reading during my last visit. Father Matthias was hoping to find a second copy to corroborate the contents of the first. It contains fascinating details about the history of this place. I'm afraid they might have caused a bit of scandal, hey? Yes, I did say I'm going... Did I say I'm going back to school yet? You are? Woo! That's great. I was praying for you, Koala. If you are, that's great. I hope you are. I guess I was praying. My parents talked and agreed to let me finish the year. That is wonderful. I am so glad. I was praying for it, Koala. Not gonna lie, I was praying for it. But I must be off. There will be some time enough to discuss... Yeah, task things past later. I commissioned a manuscript from the Abbey through Father... I can say that to... Or not, and I have come to check on his progress. Oh my lord, if you have come to seek your manuscript, you speak with the only Master Mailer here. Not quite true, Master, yet. I saw the Marion be approved by our city council. Not reach, my lord. Andreas is a journeyman artist from Nuremberg. For the next few months, he's also helping in the Abbey scriptorium. A Nuremberger artist? A Nuremberger artist working in Abbey scriptorium in 1518? Oh, we should talk, Andreas. I must know the story. Of course, my lord, if they aren't. I'll not relate to that, but I suppose it's alright. Show me the final terms. I'm already late, but he's a lord. I gotta say that I'm late. Of course it is. I'll have a word with the abbot if it makes a fuss. Cool. If he still makes a fuss, I'll have a word with the Prince Bishop of Freising, a good friend of mine. Sweet. He's got friends in high places, baby. Thank you for the introduction, Father Thomas. All my teachers knew I might not come back, and many said they hope I stay. Can't wait to surprise them. My first period teacher will probably jokingly complain, say he feels bad for everyone else. That's a fun teacher right there. It's like, oh boy, James is back. Sorry, y'all. That sucks. Yeah, that kind of thing. Love that. Come to supper at the Abbey tonight. I'm inviting you to the Abbot's table. Ooh. Did the Abbot invite me? Oh, don't worry about it, Father. Just show up after Vespers. What's he gonna do? Refuse us? Bye. Excellent. We shall see you then. Miklas, I am dismounting. Run ahead of us. Take the horses to the Abbey's guest house. I like to take my time talking with Master Mailer. I'll meet you there. At once, my lord. I wish this game had voice acting. Till then, journeyman from Nuremberg. Forgive me for saying so, but you seem a little old. It's not yet be a master. Are you unmarried? No, I'm not married, but in truth I came to my vocation later than my father and brothers. I was in university for a number of years at Erfurt. Erfurt, wonderful! The same university as Martin Luther. Have you read his works? Tremendous mind. He says things about the church that should have been said years ago. Might get him into trouble, but he's a brave, brilliant man. Wait, you may have even met him. Did you? You must tell me. Ah, no, his feet are ahead of me. I stood up for a minute in class, and another person asked for a chair. My teacher took my chair and said no one was using it. He grabbed another chair for me and placed it in the corner. Good man. Good man. That sounds like fun. Love that. Still, ideas do seem fascinating. Don't know how much interest me further. Fascinating. I agree wholeheartedly. I simply must meet him if I get the chance. I wonder if the good brothers of the Abbey have heard of him. Perhaps they have even read his list of 95 theses against the church. Father Matthias was not above having a lively debate. I hope Father Barat does not disappoint in that regard. But enough about Luther for now. On to your university studies. Forgive me, Baron, but did you attend university? You seem very well educated. No, my family is merely wealthy enough to provide me with all the books and tutors a child could dream of. I love all of knowledge, from Aristotle and Cicero to Phoenicia and Erasmus. My friend then sent me to the corner and yelled at me when I tried to face the window, saying, "I need to look at the corner. It's a curse that I actually listen to people." Hold on a minute. It's Jester's privilege, is what I saw. I think earlier today. Jester's privilege. Hold on. Let me show you this. Jester's privilege. Where is it? Yeah, right here, look. Jester's privilege is the ability and right of a jester to talk and mock freely without being punished, for nothing he says seems to matter. This is me. Maladaptive pattern. Nothing I say seems to matter. I'm worthless. Depression. After cognitive restructuring. Nothing I say seems to matter. I have Jester's privilege. No depression. You have Jester's privilege. I still don't know if he was joking or not. No! Hey, it don't matter. You got Jester's privilege. I love all knowledge from Aristotle and Cicero to Phoenicia and Erasmus, and everyone in between and yet to come. The man was Judge the Baron. Seems he's well read as a university student. In truth, I am simply happy to speak with another well-educated man. Now then, did you earn your doctorate? In truth, I am simply happy to speak with another well-educated man. Now then, did you earn your doctorate? Oh, cool. No, I didn't. Only a master's degree, but I started working toward a doctorate, but didn't. That's a shame. Well, what was your area of study? Theology, imperial law, and medicine. Catholic theology, biblical knowledge, common law, heresies, and similar subjects. This man's a party. He's gotta be medicinal, man. Whole thing is medical. Studying the latest and greatest text coming out of Italy. Yes, the Italians continue to innovate in that area. It's extraordinary, really. Fascinating work. Who knows what secrets we may learn about the human body in decades to come. If I had any faith, I would pray you never show your face here again. Curse you, Lawrence Rockwell. Purchase as dogs tearing you to pieces would be too kind of fate. What? These rustic communities display a shocking lack of hospitality, don't you think? What was that about? Who knows, by the time I finish guessing, the old criminal will probably be dead. Well, we're over early time in university. Every student must study the trivium and quadrivium, yes? Oh, this is something funny in Discord related to the Jester thing. Okay, I'm gonna see. General. I did a test. Your vibes moored. Check them for me, Court Jester. Fake giggling followed by a loud thud. I did a test. I am ENFP. I don't remember anything about that. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't pay attention to this stuff, bro. I'm James. That sums it up for me, honestly. I don't like being lumped into categories, but if I was to be lumped into categories, I would say misunderstanding, freaking funny. What else would you say, Harry? Mrs. Details. One-track minded. Extrovert, Aaron says. I'm a people. That's part of extrovert, I think.
Yeah, but not all extra.
I'm kind of a people person. Aaron says everyone loves me, but I don't know if that's true. Just most people love me. That's her. Ah, but trivium and quadrivium, yes. Did you have a favorite subject? Holy crap, this is a lot of stuff. Cultist? Magician. Latinist. Andres has a strong command of Latin grammar and vocabulary. He can also easily recall Centene Antique, quoted words of wisdom from the Roman Republican Empire. Logician. Andres instinctively thinks to most implication of information as he receives it. He's adept at spatial analysis and can easily perform complicated calculations in his head. Speech. He was a guild teacher, persuader, and public speaker. Occultist. I have too much free time, so I do random tests and follow star signs and stuff like that. I have an ENFP personality, a Hufflepuff Gemini. I don't believe in it. I don't fully believe in it, but it's fun to see what they say. For me, it's just too broad. It's nice to relate to things. For me, it's just way too broad a spectrum for me to believe in this stuff personally, but you know, it is what it is. Also, we just got sub 262 again, so this is going back on the head. There you go, sub 262 again from the last stream. It's nice to relate to things. You just gotta go out of your way to find stuff that you enjoy and other people also enjoy. That way you can relate to stuff. Like, back when I started watching Doctor Who for the first time, I was still on Instagram, but I just started liking stuff on Instagram, saving stuff, following all the Doctor Who pages, and that was a great time. It was a great time for me. Occultist. Andreas knows a soul-endangering amount of theoretical and practical knowledge on alchemy, astrology, the theurgy, necromancy, and various magical rites and ceremonies. Heavens and earth. Andreas knows a great deal about the constellations, heavenly bodies, and their movement. He is also familiar with various points and areas for studying personal experience. Let me just speech. The art of persuasion, naturally rhetoric. I assume you studied the Greeks and Romans both. Yes, Aristotle and Cicero, of course, but also Christian thinkers like Augustine and Thomas Aquinas. True, we have less use for public discourse than senators did in the Roman Republic. Exactly, the doctors of the church weren't trying to persuade politicians, but to move the mind towards the Christian truth. Still, the principles remain the same. Invent your arguments in a range of style and internalize them before delivering them to your audience. Splendid, though I suppose an artist is Lili's for rhetoric, especially in a place such as this. Not true, rhetoric is also an art. Like other forms of art should be created for the audience and its purpose. It can be practiced as easily in the streets of a rural town as in the Curia of Rome. Well put. And your other studies? Was there anything else you excelled at? Latinist. Oh, you get 2! Latinist, magician, occultist. Heavens and earth. Great deal about constellations, heavenly bodies. Alchemy. Practical knowledge. Soul endangering amount, theoretical, practical knowledge on alchemy. Okay. There's a party guy. So. About constellation, heavenly bodies, and their movement. Really want to see a doctor to confirm if I have autism, ADHD, or not. But my mom said everyone has a bit of everything. What's the difference if you know or not? But it would help me a lot. That way you can come to terms with it. But then again, Erin knows she has ADHD at this point. Right? Erin has come to terms saying she does have ADHD. True. That's true. Actually. That's true.
Once she gets out, she'll be okay.
That's true. That's true.
Sometimes you just need to get out.
You'll let me know if I'm weird because of the autism or I'm just dumb. There's not being dumb. It's just having a different way of living. And if you're different, you're more fun that way. I can tell you that confidently. Is that my fan going on? My computer in the background?
Also, good grades don't always mean everything.
Correct. Good grades do not mean everything.
I had A's all through high school.
Gold.
And in the real world, I was like, wow, I'm failing at everything.
Lose my access to the university's ability to pursue more esoteric interests. Oh, esoteric how? Mystical texts, books on alchemy, local experience, divination, purely academic, of course. Of course. I started with Ficino's Corpus Hermectium, and my interest only deepened from there. Quite interesting, Andreas. I'll make some time to speak with you on this topic during my stay. Report to my lord. Please be discreet about my lord. Yes, that's why we'll talk about it later. Oh no. Ah, there's the Abbey. I have good memories of this place, and the Father Matthias outside here is passing. How did you come to know him? How did you come to know Kirsau at all? My family have been patrons of Kirsau for, I don't know how many generations. Some years ago, I heard that Kirsau still had a wonderful library and artisans. Professional artists have taken over most manuscript production, so I was shocked to find that active scriptorium here. The amount of times I've had to have people explain things to me, and being the only one that doesn't understand the joke or sarcasm that I really explain so much. No, is that some people are just really crappy at sarcasm. Some people are really crappy at understanding it, some people are really crappy at delivering it. So I don't think there's anything wrong.
Feel smart, too.
What's that?
There's a whole group of people that just like to feel smart and make others look dumb.
That's true. Aaron said there's a whole group of people who like to feel smart, make others look dumb. And a lot of people just like to make people look dumb. That's what I think it is. So I don't know. Professional artists have taken over most manuscript production, so I was shocked to find an active scriptorium here. There's not much left of these days. 2 old men, young scribe and me. Good place to create art. The artists that remain here are quite talented, a bit old-fashioned. I'm curious, I was more than a bit old-fashioned. Some of my friends think I'm mad for commissioning a manuscript from an abbey in this day and age. But while my family have been patrons of Kearsarge for generations, it seems wrong to stop now while there's still talent here. I commissioned a manuscript through Father Garnot a year ago. I thought I would stop by and check on the progress. Wait, are you the artist working on it? It's a prayer book with 20 illustrations. I know the work, but no, I do know the artist well, the venerable brother Piero. Autism is a spectrum, so it's not one thing. It's across the spectrum of things, so I'm really not sure. Oh, or why I'm good at math, because I can see the numbers in my head and float around. I don't always need paper. If I focus enough, I can see the numbers. Well, Erin's good at math, and she has like a list in her brain for stuff. Like, she remembers stuff on a list, and I can't do that because it's too much stuff. I remember one thing at a time.
Different. That doesn't mean autism.
Everyone's brain works different, like Aaron says. This is something Aaron should be talking about. Y'all don't need to be watching me talk about this.
I got tested for everything. Let's go. My mom was like, why are you like this?
Come here and talk to the stream about it.
I'm about to shower.
No, you're gonna come here and talk to the stream about it.
I'm a dirt.
Come here. Talk to the stream about it. Careful, don't hurt yourself in the process. I will swap. Problem.
I need to take a shower. I can stand up. I'm gonna take a shower.
Sit.
I don't want to sit. Oh, is this the new game?
Yeah. Go away.
Who's a good boy? No. What am I supposed to talk about?
Read the chat. Talk to Coral about this.
Oh. I've never been tested for ADHD, but I got, my mom tested me for autism when I was little. And they said that I had a lot of signs of it, but that doesn't necessarily mean I have it. Some people's brains just work different. So if you're like an artist or someone who likes theater, or I like to write and draw and do stuff like that, your brain tends to work in more pictures than like James's, because he doesn't have very much of a creative bone in his body when it comes to like art and stuff. So his brain, what do you see? Do you see words? Do you see numbers? You don't see pictures, do you? No. See, I think in pictures. So, I mean, everyone thinks different, and it's just... It's how it is.
I don't think.
You don't think?
I don't think.
He says he doesn't think at all. But everyone sees it different. So, it gets a lot better when you move out. When I moved out and wasn't constantly getting, like, berated, it was pretty great. And now I'm pretty happy, but I was definitely depressed in high school. Boys don't think, yeah, you're very right on that. I need to take a shower. Men also don't think.
Don't leave, Aaron.
I need to take a shower.
You're making such good content.
Come play the game for them.
No, talk to Koala. I'm not good with stuff.
You're good with stuff. I'll yell from the shower. I need to take a shower. I finally have the motivation to shower. It's hard to get the motivation to shower in this apartment.
I know, the water sucks in this apartment. I've heard boys can actually not think at all. That's facts, sis.
How do you think? Do you think with, like, words in your brain? No? It just comes out?
So...
Think of, like, the word 2017. What do you see? Do you see the numbers in your head? Okay. Think of the word suspicious. What do you see?
Among Us, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom,
okay,
boom,
but
boom,
like...
boom, 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 boom.
The word suspicious specifically. When you think, no.
I see Elvis Presley's Suspicious Minds.
Do you see Elvis Presley in your head, or do you see
I
the word
see the
suspicious
album
written?
art. I see the cover art for Elvis top 20 essential Elvis songs.
Okay, so you don't even think of the actual thing. You
Elvis
skip
Presley's
to something
Suspicious
else.
Minds.
Maybe you have ADHD too, my man.
I never said I don't. I'm just better controlling it.
Yeah.
I think with images and a narrator, says Koala.
Fair.
I'm gonna make that an edit. What do you think of when you hear suspicious? Boom, boom.
Well, I think of like 3 different things in the span of 2 seconds, and then my brain just dies.
Because that's too much thinking for your tiny little brain, eh? I'm not calling her stupid. I'm saying she has a small head.
Uh-huh.
I would never call my wife stupid. I would never call my wife stupid. I know the work, but no. I do know the artist well. The venerable brother Piero. How venerable. He still has his wits and his skills, if that's what concerns you. Brother Piero has an incredible talent with color. And I very much look forward to seeing it.
Oh, that's cute. This looks like Humpty Dumpty should be on that wall. And, like, it looks like the Humpty Dumpty fell off a wall type of illustration. Like you're in a point-and-click storybook.
This is a point-and-click game.
Yeah, but, like, Humpty Dumpty should have been on the wall, and they should be walking, and he should be in the background all smoosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, there's some horses, and it's all the king's horses, and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty back together again. They're right there.
This is like a noble.
Yeah. See? Humpty Dumpty.
Pretty moving pictures and like mini movies. Like 18 different narrators trying to describe something in different ways. All the voices overlapping. 3 of them arguing, 2 of them are singing. That sounds like Aaron's brain.
It's just ADHD, probably.
That's probably just ADHD.
There's also sensory overstimulation, where, like, me with hearing, if I hear things and I don't like how loud they are, I will literally just break down. So if you have a lot of stuff going on at once. What are you doing?
Nothing.
You making fun of me?
No.
Yeah?
I would never make fun of my wife.
Like at the rabbit hole when those stupid guys are like vroom 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 in the big cars and I have to cover my ears. But I have ear plugs for that now.
And one of them is reminding me of all the mistakes I made that relate to the image I see. Suspicious. All the times I've killed Dylan in Among Us and been incorrect. But I was actually correct because Dylan's sus. When it's too loud, I stare into space and get tired.
Yeah, you can't focus on it. If you sit there and you're like, oh yes, this mistake I made, and you know how it makes you physically feel, you literally have to shake it off. Or it'll literally take you over and it'll get bad. What?
I'm just laughing at the... I don't want to sit down and talk.
I'm waiting for
gonna
the shower to warm up. You know that shower takes
I know
15
it's
minutes.
Bad. It's bad.
And Caesar is waiting for the shower to warm up too.
It's
I'm
so
gonna take the
cute.
shower with her. He's a cute dog.
McLeod, tend to the horses and the baggage. I'm heading up to the Abbey. Yes, my lord.
You need a fidget ring koala
She needs commerce.
and ear calmers. They help.
Well, let's not keep the abbot waiting any longer.
I used to tear up my fingers because of stuff like that. I'm getting better. Look, they're not bleeding.
Used to?
I don't tear them up anymore. I don't. Look how clean they are. Look at my nails. See? So good. What is that? That doesn't count. I'm doing so well. Show them my nails. They're pink and sparkly.
Bum,
What color
bum,
is she?
bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum.
That's where I cut it. You already saw that one.
There you go. Nuns. Quite unusual for Benedictine house to have monks. Oh! Whoa, that's so cool! When things get bad, I pretend to float. Like I'm just bouncing around in my own little space. My brain shuts down. I turn into an absolute child. That also happens when I'm extremely happy. Huh? Like when I hear I'm going to Legoland, I jump up and down. That's just easily excitable, I think.
That's good. That's all normal.
Huh?
That's all normal.
No.
Yeah.
Founded in the 6th century, the Benedictines are a Christian monastic order that observes vows of obedience, poverty, chastity, and stability under the rule of Saint Benedict of Nursia.
When you get through puberty, you're gonna look back And you're gonna be like, wow, everyone says they're going through stuff like this too.
Yep.
But it seems really bad in the moment.
You giggle like a little kid, start talking in childish voice. I don't know how or why.
I talk to my babies in a childish voice.
Yeah, I know.
My kitty cats.
Those are cats, they are not babies.
They are my babies.
What about your son?
Smokey was my son.
Caesar's not your son.
Smokey passed away.
Is Caesar about
I can never have a son ever again.
Is Caesar gonna be your son soon?
Caesar is, like my nephew that we raised because his parents died.
So he's not your son?
Smokey was my only son. Caesar is my, like, adopted, like, stepson.
Do you think Caesar will ever be your full son?
Maybe when my heart starts hurting for Smokey. But for right now, okay, he's my baby.
That's not your son!
He just wiggled, and I said, yeah, he's my baby.
Also, I almost bought a sippy cup at Dollar Tree, not because I wanted it, just because I could. I also almost got a shot glass too.
Yeah. I like drinking apple cider in shot glasses.
Quite unusual for this house to have monks and nuns, even if they're separated. The church closed most of them centuries ago. But then Kisao is a place out of time in more ways than one. Do you know Mother Silica? She seemed to recognize you. Why were they closed? Monks and nuns living side by side cannot behave themselves. I don't blame them though, the church shouldn't either. It's just human nature after all. I'm pretty sure everything that is happening in that shower is picked up.
Oh, come here.
I must be Father Gurno. I am Lorenz, Baron of... Yeah. Yes, the Baron of Rodrigo. So wonderful to have you here again. We actually didn't meet on your last visit. I would say so. I'm not good with remembering faces. Please forgive me, my daughter, but I was in Spanish even in a few days. Yes, I know, but I wrote ahead. I just couldn't wait to see my manuscript. I'm sure it's not no trouble. Trouble? Yes, I mean, no, it's no trouble. Did you want to see it now? Oh, in a moment. I could do a bit of refreshment, though. May I grab something from the kitchen? Or not? Yes, certainly, my lord. We'll meet you there. Why are you dancing?
Can you see me in here from the camera?
No. Taking shots of chocolate milk and drinking adult drinks in a sippy cup. Correct.
You guys bought me a sippy cup.
I did because she can't not spill on herself. You say certainly, my lord. I will meet you there. That's how I see that font. What? I was gonna say help. Andreas, I didn't know what you were doing with the Baron, but I need you in the scriptorium now. The best way to live life, correct. A room for writing, illustrating, and illuminating manuscripts. They're typically associated with monasteries. They disappeared from almost all abbeys by the 16th century. Okay. This is really cool that they give you background on these words that you would not know. Of course, Father. I mean, you'd have to work. What are you telling us on me? It's not my problem. It's about time to ask for advance my payment for the Book of Hours. What's the Book of Hours? Type of illuminated manuscript that contains an abbreviated form of the prayers for divine office in addition to other religious texts. Most relatively plain, but wealthy patrons often commission elaborate examples of elaborate illustrations. Okay. We saw a Christmas ornament that was a bottle of spicy water. I told my mom I needed it, and she asked if I took up drinking over the weekend. That's fun. My mom would never joke like that. She's very, very old-fashioned. Well, she wouldn't joke like that, I don't think. It's not that she's super old-fashioned. She just doesn't joke like that. It's not my problem. He's growling. Crap. I should have asked him about an advance for the gardener's taxes. Oh, shoot, yeah. I can just convince Brother Matthew to pay me early. Oh. It's just there. Gardener's taxes. Find a way to get paid. I have a 7-year prank plan. I'm learning Russian so my mom... So, on my 21st beer day, I'll be out with friends and start speaking Russian. Bro, you crazy. Brother Matthew. Cloister. Infirmary. St. Luke, the patron of artists, is also patron of healers. St. Luke. You what? Nice. Well, I want to learn about St. Luke. And they won't know. Like a superpower. They will never ever know. Florian. Where it's like, I just all of a sudden know Russian. I mean, that's how it is whenever people see my white self and I start speaking some Spanish. God bless you, Andres. Brother Florian, how are you? The brothers and sisters are well, so I am well, thank God. Andres, have you spoken to Klaus and Joker lately? Klaus, that guy. Yes, quite recently. Why? I believe he may be receiving a medical text from Bologna soon. I'm quite interested. One of the largest cities in Italy, Bologna has been the center of the arts for centuries. It is a well-known university which was home to both Dante and Petrarch. Sai che sei italiano? Can you read Italian? Oh no, little Italian, my Latin is not as good as I would like. The brain named itself. Correct. Correct. I was hoping Brother Piero could help me with it if it was if he has the same. Piero. Oh, that guy's creepy. Holy crap. I'm sure he'll make time. He's a patient teacher. No. I'm sure he'll take time. He's a patient teacher. That is. I will see you later, Andres. Till then. Things aren't on fire. Fire's on things. More or less. Most of these medicines were made by Agnes Saitarian with some help from his sister Gertrude. Agnes and Gertrude. Oh, they're creepy. What's his eye? Whoa, cool. Oh, that's freaking cool, actually. Let's learn about St. Luke, the patron of arts, is also the patron of healers. Christian evangelist, and patron saints of artists and positions often represented by a winged bull. Cool. I didn't know that, actually. Also, apparently a lot of this game is historical fact, which is pretty sweet. Oh, I thought that was outside. Aaron put the cat on for the TV on for the cats. Whoa. A Dance of Death mural. Father Matthias had to paint a few years before his death. It's beautiful. A Dance of Death. An artistic allegory on the constancy of death. Illustrations often feature people from every station of society communicate that death inevitably claims everyone, from the peasant to the emperor. Father Matthias. Abba Kirsa before Father Gernot. Widely respected by the monks and nuns as well as the people of Tensing, known for his kindness and lovableness. Dance of Death mural, okay. Large garden. Whoa, that's a lot of stuff. Clister. Is this Abbott House? No, who's this? God bless you, Andres. The intrusive thoughts distorts your mind. I know the alcohol is, and I was saved by another one said, will you take shots of water like adult but drink hydration? Correct. Alcohol doesn't even taste good. Unless it's like fruity alcohol. But I'm too lazy to get out of it. That's why you gotta have water bottles like nearby. Then you will stay hydrated. That's a cute doggy. Or not. Andres. He was mad at me earlier. Lower Abby. Here we go. Higher Abby. Can't go upstairs? No. That's pretty. These cucumbers are growing quickly. I'm sure whatever isn't eaten will be pickled. I almost grew some cucumbers. Rum is actually nice with a Coca-Cola. That's Coke and rum, baby. That's classic. It just tastes like Coke. I wonder what recipes brothers have for peas. Kitchen and cellar. Let's go in the kitchen. Okay. Oh, cellar. Oh, a large slab. Morning, Andres. How's living with the Gertners? It's great. They're good. We all get a large room, pleasant home. Peasant home, so I can't expect. Holy crap! They're a lovely family. There's a good woman. She looks after Big Joy and like they were her own. Yeah. They're both almost fully grown. True, I suppose that's the thing. Look, everyone she cares to. Yours is in good hands. Ursula. She's cute. Anyway, if I don't see you around every year, maybe I'll see you testing tomorrow. Until then, cool. The only alcohol I actually enjoy is my boy at Go Tanks making the amaretto sours, and it's so good. It just tastes like Coke, but it also burns. Take a shot of rum first and use the Coke as chaser. It's more exciting. That's just what Coke tastes like to me. It just tastes spicy. Burns. Coke burns me. I have a sensitive throat. Or no one, Droosh. How goes in the kitchen? It's better to watch Slap working you hard. Not too bad. Brother Watch is nice to me. It's Father Abbott and Brother Pryor who make things hard. How so? You shouldn't complain. You just like their food a certain way. I'm not that good at cooking yet. I'm sure Brother Watchdog will teach you well in time. Brother Agdog complains about his food too, but he complains to Brother Watchdog. What's Brother Agdog about food anyways from Cornwall? I don't even know what that is. It's a land to the west, across the sea, where all they eat is fish. Sounds miserable, but it's always what he complains about, the fish. He just likes to complain, I think. Don't lose heart, Brother Lucas. We're still learning. Thanks. See you later, Andres. Till later. Refectory. Cloister. I think. Oh, who's this? Step hats. God give you health, Master Mailer. Brother Stephat, I'm sure surprised to see you here. As am I, but I'll leave him soon, returning to Rome. My bishop regret that. I and my bishop regret that we cannot reciprocate Father Rodolph's generosity earlier. He showed much kindness to our priests at the Council of Constance many years ago. Meeting of bishops which took place between 1414 and 18, and the Diocese of Constance was to end the papal schism. It was also notable for the condemnation and capture of the Bohemian theologian Janus. Cool. Will you remain in Rome? As a bishop, but I'll miss these rounds in any case. I shout to Ethiopia, Master Mailer, and see the highlands. God has blessed my home with a wondrous beauty. I'd love to. Someday I still need to return to Nuremberg and open my workshop. We are approaching midnight. I know I'm going crazy, like I realize what's happening, but I'm too tired to fight it. So the weird thoughts come. Sometimes it's fun to see what a sleep-deprived brain can come up with. Hey, that's what Erin does, and that's when I know I make her go to sleep. She goes, and then she starts crying. And whenever I know she needs to go to sleep, she go, nyang, 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 nyang. And then she starts laughing, and then she cries. Nuremberg, free imperial city of the Holy Roman Empire, major trade center and city parts of clean printing. Yes, someday. Until then, if you're ever in Rome, I may still be Rome. Where's Rome? Though I was shown by its northern neighbor Florence, Rome is still the seat of power for the Catholic Church and an impressive center for the arts. I've only made it as far as south as Florence, but I'd like to see Rome. By the way, if you have some time in the next few days, it'd be nice to share a meal with you and some of the townsfolk. Townsfolk? I'm accustomed to a strange look, especially in rural places like these, but I have had kind words with the baker and his wife. Oh yes, the Albans are looking great. I offer to tell a story to the children and their mothers over a meal someday. I seem excited about the idea, but even more comfortable if you were there as well. Oh, fair. It's not waste of time. Do you not hear with the brothers? Yes, but I am a guest, and I am not bound by the rule as they are. The Rule of Saint Benedict of Nursia is a book of instructions for monks living together under the guidance of an abbot. Written in the 6th century, the rule provides the principles for living a monastic life. Okay. Father Gernot kindly allows me to come and go as I need to. Next time you excuse. I don't know what to work out as a sword for me, but I'm able to spare some time. What makes it time for? Thank Andres, I look forward to it. God give you health. I like this guy. Church? We're going to church! Ooh, that's beautiful, actually. Oh, wow. Nice. That's really cool, the spatial awareness. Oh, Matthew. Go bless you, Andrews. How's the sacristy today, Matthew? Just same as yesterday. This medieval kitchen seems to let you, Master Mailer. I was being friendly. And go in peace, friend, knowing that the abbot's treasures are secure for another day. God be with you. One more thing I have ever to ask of you. Yes, Andreas. I was thinking my pay for the latest manuscript earlier. This isn't part of the agreement you made with Father Greenite. You'll need to be paid. You'll be paid on the completion of each additional manuscript you illuminate, not before. I have a few pages left, Brother Matthew. I'll finish them in the next few days anyway. Can't you make an exception this once? No, without good reason. This abbey runs through mutual agreements, not haphazard payments. Making such contracts will cause more trouble not only for Curacao, but for testing as well. The matter is pressing, Brother Matthew. For the love of another Christian, I beg you to make an exception. Yeah, with speech, baby! Very well, do not send us give me an address. Yeah, we got the money! Woo! Here you are. I shall note this with the Father, good night, and pray for it. I always wondered what the best way to fall asleep was if you're not tired. Like, unnatural sleep. And your name here told me about chloroform, and there's also the anesthesia hospitals use, but like, what would, I don't know. I don't know how to fall asleep. What would give the most refreshing sleep?
Chloroform, you wake up with a headache.
Aaron says chloroform, you wake up with a headache. So, I don't know, most refreshing sleep. Hey, Henry, what's up, bro?
Melatonin, probably.
Aaron says melatonin, but she doesn't use melatonin.
I've heard CBD gummies for sleep.
Aaron says CBD gummies for sleep. That's fair. Henry, what's the most refreshing sleep that you've ever gotten? How, like, what technique? Why does she know that? Don't worry about that. Father Gurna and prayer for. Thank you, Brother Matthew. God bless you, Bruce.
We've listened to almost every episode of Crime Junkie.
True. Alright, now that I got my payment, I can give Clara the rent early.
Come on, kittens.
We got a dragon, make sure she receives it. Make sure she receives it. I'll do that. What is it you can do, Mr. Meader? Doing? Stay away from these Thursdays, you know that, dude. Of course. Of course, my apologies. You know me. I like to take pick where I'm not allowed. Oh, of course, my apologies. Thank you, Mr. Miller. I don't think I can use CBD gummies for sleep, although I know where to find those. Anesthesia always gets best sleep in hospital. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
There are CBD gummies with untraceable amounts of CBD in them, and they have none of the actual
Well,
marijuana.
the thing is, CBD is not THC. CBD is separate from THC.
But
Sometimes they can be traced.
CBD, if in too high amounts, the guy said, can be traced in drug tests for your work. So
Oh, no.
he recommended, they have really powerful CBD sleep gummies, and then he was like, we have some that are so low that you can't see them in a test, but they still immensely help you sleep. Because I almost got some for you when your melatonin wasn't working and you weren't sleeping. And we figured out it was because we didn't have air conditioning.
Yeah. Drink glad now that's almost always some of the cold interest fashion.
It's a Diamond Apothecary.
What are you
It's
talking
the
about?
guy-
Oh yeah, that guy. You're talking about the vendor, yeah.
Yeah, and he was telling us about his apartments where water's included, and I was like, whoa!
I need to investigate more. This has to be connected to something else around here. Okay. This paper. This suspicious folded up piece of paper. Old Bailey. Oh no, I want to go in here. Most refreshing sleep was from Anastasia when I had surgery on my hand. That was nice. I never slept the same. On the plus side though, that gut-wrenching, stomach-dropping feeling, fair. Yeah, I don't like that very much personally.
The best sleep I get is like when I wake up and I'm still completely exhausted, and I go around and I like feed the cats and give them water, and I'm up for about 10 minutes, and then I get to go back to sleep right after. Something about my body being like, yes! 'Cause
The
it's
excitement of going back to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually I'll sleep best whenever I'm just straight up exhausted. Scriptorium. Guy! Good day, Andres. How's your morning going, brother guy? You should find more contracts for you, but... Which would you rather be making, contracts or manuscripts? I honestly don't care, Andres. As long as I was impressed, he could have me write the first chapter of Genesis until Judgment Day. Does the Abbot's opinion mean that much to you? Yeah, between the prayers boot. That gut feeling, stomach dropping feeling when you feel so sick and scared that I got from Anastasia, I know how to replicate that, and that triggered my mind to think, oh, this again? That's why roller coasters make me tired. That's fair. That's fair. I don't like roller coasters personally. I don't like the thrill.
They're fun.
I don't like them. You're lucky when you're done with this, you're going home. I'm never going to see Burgundy again. I need to make the best of my next 40 years. Then I'll leave it to it. Hey, Doc. God bless you, Andres. How you feeling today, brother? Hey, Doc. Not very meter. Ah, Mill. That's easy to say. I am well. Well done, my son. You deserve it. I'll give you a harder one later. I'll give you a harder one later. I look forward to all your shenanigans, brother. Then. Literal nut. Literal nut. Literal nut. Ah, yes, until then. Literal nut. Wow. Piero. Andreas, God bless you. So good to see you. Good morning, brother Piero. Good to see you as well. I don't like this weather. My bones ache. It means a storm is coming. Big York Jordan says if you live here 10 or 15 years, you can smell storms coming. Brother, look, it's been here long enough to we know I smell them coming. Never forget, Brother Gate, if you the gate, you suggest the age prophet Elisha outside of Bethel. Are you comparing yourself to a prophet, Brother Idoc? I am comparing you to an independent youth whom the Lord in his ineffable wisdom may choose to strike down. You're being made spirit. Calm yourself, brother. You're just sensitive to guy's joke. That's a joke. I am old, Andres. Every slight against me stings with the fire of 1,000 wasps. But I'll pray to God for the strength to endure this wickedness. Well, everyone seems quite lively. I suppose that means Prior Ferric is not overseeing us today. Henry says, I feel like part of the hospital sleep is like you're not laying completely flat. Your upper body is like elevated up, you know? Like that makes a difference for some reason. No, that's absolutely right. My grandparents had one of them like sleep expert beds that like you could like recline, and that actually made a very big difference. Because as a 6-year-old child, you can roll down the slope of your legs being up. And that makes a huge difference. He was here, but then you heard Lorenz Rottengogel had arrived and hurried out like a little mouse. Fernic is so desperate to impress the abbot and knows like Rothwell is pathetic. You feign kindness to Father Abbot and our prior, only to speak about them like this behind their backs. It's shameful. Oh no, Baron Rothwagel, this manuscript. I just realized he wants to see his manuscript. That's silly me, of course that's why he's visiting. Easy way to get tired is to hold your breath until your vision fades in, and oh my god, Koala, no! Vision fades in and out with black and your heart beats faster and slower until you can't hold anymore. Then breathe very, very slowly. Nah, dude, that is not healthy. And you repeat it until your mind stops. And that's how you die, Koala! Tonight I will not breathe. I just got a little wedge pillow for Christmas to kind of mimic that sleeping upper body elevator. That's fair. That could work better. Koala, get an elevator pillow instead, please. Oh, yeah. Perhaps if you were younger and faster, you wouldn't need to worry so much about patrons' visits. What's the problem? The Baron is just one kind. He has to wait like everyone else. Guys, someday will stand where Pierre is, and young monk will stand and work where you are now. Hey, what's the problem? The Baron is just one kind. He has to wait like everyone else. Andres, Baron Ludwig is not like anyone else. He has powerful friends, including the Prime Bishop of Fracing. Religious and secular ruler of scattered territories in the Holy Roman Empire, including the lands containing Tassing and Kiersau Abbey. That is not healthy. That is how you die, Koala! James, correct. I'm right. Kiersau is already out of favor. Father Abbot does not want to have to deal with more attention. Oh, Prior Fenric isn't here. I'm gonna work on my masterpiece until he arrives. Oh, that's right. Any reference to the In der Mauer manuscript. Prominent family of the Swiss Confederacy in Austria. Go to the pages. Cats. Aaron, that's how I draw cats.
Yeah.
It works though. Honestly, if I die in the process, at least I get some. They can get some real good sleep, hey Koala? What do you want, Andres? A book. The In der Mal manuscript, the Book of Hours. You heard it's messy today. Did you get enough sleep? No, because I was dreaming about you. Let's go! There. Can I just get the book? Look, that's all the way upstairs. Can't you get by without it? I'm sorry. No, why are you complaining? Isn't this your job? I'm sorry, I really can't work. I really can't. Need a reference for my work. Rudy, my feet hurt and the stairs are so steep. I'm just gonna ask Illuminati to get it. Sister Illuminati! Andres needs help finding a book, and I don't know where it is. Andres. Sister Illuminati, I like to borrow the In der Mal manuscript, the Book of Hours. Yes, I overheard. Here, please return it promptly. She just had it. She just had it. That's the best part. Oh, what you doing over there, buddy? Just doing Piero. Piero. Andres, may I see your masterpiece is coming? Of course, your painting is always welcome. Oh, that's actually really freaking pretty. Oh yes, the composition is lovely. There's a joyful spirit in your arrangement of figures. The contrast of colors is also quite nice. Rich and beautiful on their own, but not overpowering the scene. Doesn't feel right, I don't know why. It's next to the interpretation of someone else's work. Oh, well, brother. You know I don't mind doing more. You know I don't like doing more work than I have to. That's how I used to fall asleep. My breathing technique. I would sleep 2 hours and I'll wake up not tired or hungry. I go over 10 hours without getting hungry. It's up to 2 a.m. wake up at 4 a.m. Sheesh, dude, that's not good. I don't think I really don't think that's healthy, Quell. You gotta stop doing that, girly. That's how I used to fall asleep. Good, don't do it anymore. I'm not saying you should do more work, but suggesting there should be more of yourself in the work. I didn't know there's more room for more me in here. Will that make the process create another Book of Hours more fun? Union monks and poor arbiters of pleasure, Andreas. But yes, I think you'll find more work enjoyable when you find somebody love in the act of making it. What does this painting represent? It's in November. In November, we show peasants leading the pigs into the forest to forage on acorns before the slaughter. Andreas, the peasants here are no longer allowed to forage acorns in the forest. I wait until 3 p.m. to eat. I do that over summer. It's school time now. I used to not eat for a really long time whenever I was in school. I remember I would not eat like breakfast, and I wouldn't eat until like 3 p.m. It was crazy. Yeah. I agree. I agree, Koala. I was right there with you, actually. Many great lords and abbots curious the Empire forbidden it, even Father Goodnight. What difference does it make? This is the way November is painted. But it's not the way November is. Oh. Or just illusion, storytelling, but in a most sublime form. This image is limited by the truth. It's most important to me that my clients are happy. They won't pay me for the truth. Yes, but God's grace, this book of ours will outline us all, outlive us all. What will it say to those who see in a future generation, centuries beyond their comprehension? Someone gaze deep into your lines and paint to seek a deeper meaning. What will they find? But you need not listen to my opinions, they're just thoughts of one old monk. There's no place for the monastic scriptoria anymore. In truth, this room was a place at the time. Does that make you sad? Why is that? Why has Kirsten kept this up for so long? I admit it's too funny to cells and better illumination, but in my youth I knew it could not last. They didn't know what I did to lose the weight, but it worked. Hey, I mean, Zach, our roommate, does intermittent fasting, so whatever works, you know? And then keto works really well for some people. Like, your mom worked really well for, your dad worked pretty well for, he lost like 15 pounds. John, my buddy, lost 100+ pounds.
Make sure you still
eat meat. Yeah.
With it. My mother was trying to cut out meat for the fat and almost killed herself.
Yeah.
She was like, wow, I shouldn't have done that. And I was like, it's like we told you.
The creation of books of ours knowing in the province of monasteries to be it. More people will be able to write, more will be able to read, and in so doing, be brought to truth. Don't you think there's danger in anyone being able to read or read anything? I think there'll always be a place for us like your brother. There is danger, of course, but preachers are already here. We cannot roll back the wheel of time. It is up to you and the generations who follow to be good and responsible stewards for those yet to come. The rest is in God's hands. Over the summer, I lost 15 pounds. 3 hours of physical activity, 2 hours of sleep, 1 meal, and 1 day and 1 snack. 1 meal a day and 1 snack. I mean, that's burning calories. That's healthy as long as you get the correct food, you know?
You have to eat a certain amount of calories.
Yeah, you have to eat a certain amount of calories, like Aaron said. Yeah. Where's the 10 going? It's already... Terrace, is that 3? Monastic hour corresponding to 9 a.m., one of the little hours of prayer. Terrace precedes mass and the chapter meeting. Cool. Completely unholy. Very bad, but it worked. Dang cool. Too much talk. I must ask forgiveness for not honoring the rule. Until later, Andres. Until later. Nothing else has worked. I mean, whatever works, just don't die in the process, you know? Oh no. I spilled. Oh, sir? Oh, I see. I recognize that guy. I recognize this thing. I'm about to go snoop. We're about to snoop, y'all. I have a great mindset. It sure is a mindset, Koala. I don't know if I would say that. What's going on in here? Oh, we need to give her the book back. But only after I look at this first. I cannot look at this. Well, I'd like to give the book back. But I don't think I can. Illuminata. Andres, what was the noise? Oh, I'm sorry, Sister Illuminata. Knocked the bowl paint to the floor. But then prior fence connected, but one of his books slammed it and closed and left. He was in such a hurry, I don't think he noticed me. He was slamming bookshelves? Prior fence should know better than that. Some of these manuscripts are quite delicate. He seemed to be in a great hurry. I think he's on the edge since bearing run really. And his big books should not be taken out of the library unless it's necessary for divine reading or work in the scriptorium. Are you still mounted for in the Chronicle Clara? The Clear Chronicle History, a history of the universe from creation to 1082, written by the Irish monk Marianus Scotus. A few more books I've been wanting to borrow. Some money for borrowing Chronicle Clara. No, anger is not appropriate response for none. But the fact remains that you tricked me into giving the book for no valid reason. Not valid is not valid and wants to see the work of one of the great Irish scribes. One who wrote masterworks that even now grace libraries like Cologne, Fulda, and Mainz? No, it's not. None that pertains to your work or the abbot permits it. Now, if you'll excuse me, wait, what's all this fuss about Lorenz Rothvogel? Why is Prior Furnick so nervous? The rent? I didn't know you're familiar enough to man use his Christian name. Anyway, I haven't dealt with him personally, and the Prior and Father Abbot have. I only know that he's purchased a number of our most valuable manuscripts over the years. And he paid enough to help keep the abbey when we need it. Like what? What'd he buy? I can't remember, you know. I have my own responsibilities to attend to. Now about this, Andreas. If you can help me recover some missing books, I'll tell you what I know about the Baron. Of course, I'll help any way I can. I'm a masterpiece, but I suppose I can help. Thank you. Should we go to the abbey? Where should I begin? Out there, were you and your cohort of curiously strewn books around the scriptorium? I will tell you what books I'm looking for. Find them and return them to me. 2 volumes of the Aeneid. Poetic epic telling of the legend of Aeneas, a heroic Trojan who struggles to reconcile his personal desires with his destiny to found Rome. It was written by the 1st century BC by the Roman poet Virgil. I actually recognize that one, I think. Reddish covers, 14 inches by 10 inches, 3 inches thick.
Why are you talking like that?
Because it's a different person. That's how my brain reads this font. This no, look at this font. That font. That's how my brain reads it.
It reads it as Snooty.
I can't help but think that owl Pokemon thing is just a guess. No reason. I can't help but think you like that owl Pokemon thing. I do like this owl Pokemon thing. This is my favorite Pokemon. He's so cute. He's round. He's spherical. And I love him. He's cute. Just a guess. No reason I don't think that. I don't know where that's coming from, bro. Innsbruck inches or Nuremberg inches? Ooh. I know those are among Pierre's favorites. He keeps them by my desk. They are not easy to keep. Oh, shoot. Oh, ooh, that's pretty. There's a fair amount of wear on these. I hope you don't mind. These volumes were old even when Pierre started to make the copies. How long ago was that? 3 years. The Alien is now one of my favorite stories, but I understand why it appeals to Pierre. Aeneas chose his duty to the gods over his lover, Dido. Do you think Aeneas' sense of duty appeals to Pierre? We all have our vocations, but Pierre takes these more seriously than most of the others in his abbey. You clearly take your chosen vacation seriously. Andreas, I didn't have a choice in my vocation. Few women do. Surely it's not that dire, right? Of course. Is it really that bad? Is it really that bad being a woman at living? It is in this time of year. How would you know? I'm sure she knows her life better than I do. You're right, of course. I appreciate you understand how limited our roles and our choices truly are. Oh, she sets herself on fire. Even in stories, we are maidens to be rescued and wed. Cruel seducers of men or wizened crones. Like Gito, we ordinary women are merely chosen in the tales of men. We can never be the protagonists of our own stories. No woman is exempt from that, from the Empress to a nun. It is our lot. I suppose I understand why you're not fond of the Aeneid. Fair. Eventually, when your channel blows up, I'll be happy knowing I'm kind of an OG. My name will be well known. I talk way too much here. Hey, we'll get there, man. We'll get there. It's fine poetry for men. It books, if you please. There you go, bud. Thank you. Next, Wretched Gurin. This is a printed copy. Green cover diamond pattern. I do not have the size of the legend, but hopefully the description is enough. I know what you're talking about. Brother Atticus reading it. It's over here. This guy. Yeah. This is so cool, actually. The beauty of this book truly belies its ridiculous content. I'm surprised the Abbey owns a copy. We don't. It belongs to Metarisco of Lugano. It's a Venetian edition. It's quite valuable. He loaned it to us 5 years ago. It was substantially lost, and the Abbot has received 3 letters about it. I've certainly seen the brothers enjoying it. The book is now appropriate reading for Benedictine months. Benedictine. A baby sold to pirates, raised a servant, then lives a life of adventure, wooing princesses, fighting in tournaments. You forgot the best part. In the end, Gurion learns he has royal blood, the son of a duke. He reigns as a king and dies a pious hermit. What's not to love? Benedictine should be dreaming of reconciliation with their lord, not lusty adventures. I suppose you're right. It's better suited for knaves like me. And I can die happy knowing I won't immediately be forgotten, and my life on Earth wouldn't have been worthless. I think about it a lot, about how I'll be dead. No one will know I exist and forgotten. Hey man, that's not gonna happen. You are 14 years old. That is, say we have a 14-year-old tree. It's been bearing fruit, right? Maybe what? 10 years? 9 years? How long does it take for a fruit to start bearing, or a tree to start bearing fruit?
I don't know. I always buy a tree when it's like 3 feet tall.
Correct. So it takes a long time for trees to start bearing fruit. People aren't going to remember a random tree unless it's a really cool tree, in which case those are really old. So you're not going to leave marks when you're 14. Unless you do something crazy like cure cancer, which would be wonderful. You're not going to be leaving marks at 14. I mean, I'm going to remember you, Quell. You're in chat. You're the one that blows up chat. You're the only one that talks to me on these streams sometimes. So, you know, you're sticking with me. So, there you go. I suppose you're right. It's better suited for names like me. It's not my place to remember my name for reading stories. Least of all you, Andres. Still, we must be on guard. Fantasy leads to temptation. Temptation is led to a downfall of many men and women. Sometimes, yes, but books like this, it's all the same type of fantasy, isn't it? To die better than we are born. And what's the problem with that? Why shouldn't a peasant dream of being a king? There is neither Jew nor Greek, neither slave nor free, neither male nor female, for you all one in Christ Jesus. Amen, sister. We may be one in Christ, but we are not equal in this world. It isn't this world you should be concerned with, Andreas. But the book, Andreas, we must return it. Or would you like the abbot to receive a 4th letter? I'd say the brothers at this point, but I understand. It's not my goal to deprive the brothers of their joy, but to return it made at Rusco's property. The book, please. Here we go. Book. Illuminata. There's only one book left, and you'll be free from bondage. A dark gray cover, 8 inches high, 5 inches across, 2 inches thick. I remember that. I believe Brother Guy was reading it. I might leave marks on people's lives right now, but eventually me and all those people will die, and we'll be forgotten. No one will remember, and I'll be gone forever. I don't want to be gone. Qual, the thing is, you're going to be gone so far gone past your time that it's not going to affect you. Those are the thoughts that haunt my mind when I try to sleep at night. Qual, you're 14, bro. Bro, you're not... You don't need to be thinking these deep, intricate thoughts. You're going to be thinking them because you don't have a choice, and you're against yourself mentally, but the thing is, at that point, you have friends and family who are going to remember you, and people who will be telling stories about you. Like, I'm going to be telling stories about you. I'm like, oh yeah, Koala said this one story in chat, and that's going to be remembered by somebody else. And it's like a plague that goes around and spreads. It's a bad analogy, but it spreads, unironically. Now I think about it, guy's always been guarded about this book, like he was hiding it. Very good, please bring it here. What is this anyway? I mean, I should have learned French at some point. What is this? Why is so many questions? Just give it to me. Why don't you tell me what this book is? Because it's a dangerous book, Andreas Smither. When the previous abbot tolerated in spite of papal order to destroy it. 3 French bishops condemned the book, and all copies were to be burned. So I'll be a plague? Cool. If that's the one you want to go for it. Each author shared the same fate. What? Why? I don't know, Andres. It isn't my place to question the judgment of the bishop, much less 3. And before you ask me, no, I haven't read it, but I know it contains dialogue between love and reason. So the book is dangerous. One of the bishops condemn it. We floating. We floating, boys. 200 years ago. What? Why? Why is it still here? One moment stressing about life, next being dumb and silly. That's right. That's what I do, baby. That's what I'm all about. Because if Father Matthias left books, all books, he didn't want to see destroyed. And he was right to do so. Books shall be destroyed if their contents question. I can sympathize with him. That's fine, but Father Matthias is gone. It's not my place to question the former rabbit's decision, but when Father Grena destroyed it, when it was in position, he wanted it destroyed. Those books be destroyed? No one knows that's here. Why refuse to give it to you if you're all going to destroy it? I do. So do Mother Cecilia and Father Greenlight. Why refuse to give it to you if I'm going to destroy it? That's why midnight is so magical. Midnight. It's like 3 a.m. That when it gets magical. Do I give her the book? I don't want to give her to the book. What? Why not? What are you going to do with it? I'm not sure how to keep safe. Or even become a French heretic. This is not funny, I'm serious. Give me the book or deal is forfeit. I won't tell you anything about Baron Rothfogel. I propose compromise. I will take the book from the alley far away. That's fair. 12:24 a.m. No, I'm saying 3 a.m. is where it gets fun. I appeal to your duty as librarian in this abbey to not destroy this book. Ooh. Consider the sound theological reasons for allowing this book to exist. Well, she's mad. Our deal was to, shoot. It was information. As librarian. My duty is to God and to the vows I made to the rule. What about the librarian's rule? The rules protect books. Oh no, I failed! I think. Oh, I failed. Failure. No, you just made that up. Consider the sound theological reasons for allowing this book to exist. More sound than condemnation from 3 bishops of Paris? Oh no. Never me. Thank you for making my decision so easy. Did you leave university voluntarily or you expelled? Oh man. No, I'm saying 3M is where it gets fun. James, correct. I take the book far, far away. I'll be gone by the time Father Gurn asks about it. If you like, you can say I stole it. I tell him to make a fuss about stealing a book he won't destroy. I don't like you, Andreas. It feels wrong in my heart. Oh, we got it! I swear I'll take it far away. It's been out here for years, and besides, how could you stop me? I'm trusting you in this, Andreas. Against my better judgment. Don't make me regret this. Woo! Got it. That's our book now. It's been 200 years, bro. Like, come on. Now then, Baron Rothfogel, quickly, I need to finish up your suit. I'll give you the business. I'm usually friendly with that. I understand us. I should find a copy of Historica. She may only have time to answer one question, so I choose carefully. I should find a copy of Historia. Send some scandalous details in it. What, pray tell, are we playing today, dearest cousin? We are playing Pentiment, and I actually think that you would like this game a lot, Dylan. You say buys books from the Abbey. What kind? How long has he been visiting the Abbey? He's unusually friendly with me. I don't understand, honestly. Find a copy of Historica Tessiae. Do we want to learn about the Historia Tessiae? An account of the early history of Tassing. Cursow's previous abbot, Father Matthias, had a copy. Baron Rothfogel brought another to the Abbey as a gift. He said it had some scandalous details. He also mentioned that Father Matthias had a copy and was looking for another to verify its contents. Don't forget you're also listening to my silly stories and watching how fast my mind fails me. Correct. Correct. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. Do you know anything about the book? I have heard of it, but I have never read it, and I know little about its contents. The subject is broad, but I believe the book deals specifically with the Roman occupation of this land. What about that could have upset Father Matthias so much? What about the Romans and Tassing? I can't claim any deep insights into the farmer further out its mind. I understand to be a virtuous and charitable man, sometimes to a fault. It is not always based on an abbot considers himself a friend to his brothers instead of their shepherd. Ooh. Do you prefer Father Germot to Father Matthias? Can something in the book have led Father Matthias to a crisis of virtue? Ooh. Virtue is only found in crisis. Without virtues are a little more than ideals. So perhaps there is merit in that idea. Well, I must be off to Mass. Thank you again for your help, Andreas. Wait, how do you get to church if you can't enter the scriptorium? I thought this was only doors to the library. We are staying in the oldest part of the abbey, and like any other place, it has a share of secrets. Good day, Andres. God be with you. Whoa! Sixth. That's the bell for sext. Oh, actually, monastic hour corresponding to noon. One of the little hours of prayer followed by dinner. Okay. Dang. This is just still the first day. The brothers will be sitting in for dinner soon. I should see if Otto is around, still wants to deal with me. I think he's working by the guest house below the abbey. few more pages. Then without own endress. When people insult you, just say thank you. Accept that not all people will have good opinions of you and realize you're not perfect. But don't let them get under your skin and get confused. Right? Oh shit, I forgot about this. The cult thing. I wonder what Prior Fenric was doing with this book. This. From the Library of the University of Five Churches, the Hungarians call it Pix. That's where Fenric is from. Doctor of Theology. Huh?
Is it Dylan who joined?
Dylan is in chat, yes.
Tell Dylan it's almost my birthday.
Dylan, it is almost Aaron's birthday, she says. She wants you to know. But more importantly, it's almost Andrea's birthday. She'd be happy I said that. Doctor of Theology Greg of Gran. A friend of his? Did Fenric steal this? Did Fenric steal this? Whoa! I don't recognize any of this, bro. Proper. So, oh, there we go. Text on astronomy looks like I'm not familiar with it. When's Aaron's birthday? Her birthday is January 13th. I was about to say September. It's soon. January 13th. They get confused. And insult yourself as well, because you can't let yourself think you're better than anyone else. Don't let your God complex get so far you actually turn into a God that people hate. Koala, you need to start getting a God complex, girly, dude. You beat yourself up too much, dude. Don't get a God complex, but have some respect for yourself. A few weeks, I see. Correct. We will have her birthday, and then we will do a honeymoon shortly after. I'm not familiar with it. Sloppy book could have been produced by an abbey of another script. Burgundian, Flemish? Not from here, not recently. Oh, whoa. That's definitely Fenric's handwriting between the lines and the margins. Is he notating the text for the university and PEX? Is he notating the text for his personal use? Benefit future readers? Personal use? In any case, it's a thorough commentary. What's this? Looks scribbled, not even Fenric to be so sloppy. Didn't even blot the ink dry. Libra, Capricorn, Aries, it's all astrological symbols. What's written below? Greek, to be sure. Osbuksku? That doesn't make any sense. Not even words, just jumble of letters. It's be some kind of cipher. What's the key? Wait. I've already got a slight God complex, but then I stomp on it and say I don't deserve it. I'm just average. I don't need to draw any more attention to myself. Listen, Koala, you need to have some self-respect, though. There's a difference between God complex and self-respect. You need these foundational levels of respect for yourself, because Erin still just struggles with her self-respect. Don't you, Erin? She said her meds help. Wait, the Volvel I found also has Greek letters on it. It must be connected, but how? The outer ring of the Volvel is marked with alchemical symbols, but the cipher is astrological symbols. There's something I'm missing. I'm supposed to figure it out in due time. But I'll copy this down now to reference later. Sweet. Old Bailey. Wait, does that save? I think it saves? Yeah, that saves. Wow. Cool. Wait, do I have a hat on in there? Oh, I take my hat off. But I have a hat when I leave. Cool. Scriptorium, church, cemetery? Let's go to cemetery. Oh, that's cool again. The apple trees have only started to bloom. It will be months before they bear fruit. Who's this? A monument to the founder of the abbey. It's fairly recent. The funds were donated by her descendants. It's pretty. Is that the church? Cloister. Animal pens. Petting zoo? I got good enough self-respect. I say I'm perfect and I'm incredible, but also that everyone hates me and I don't deserve attention or love. Technology just takes control. It's normal. That's not healthy. You need to snip that in the bud. You need to nip that in the bud. You deserve love, Koala. You need the words of affirmation, I think. You don't get many words of affirmation, I feel. You are loved, you are respected, you are desired. There you go. You'll work yourself out eventually. Well, you gotta get it soon. Middle school, high school was a tough time. You need the words of affirmation then more than ever. For me, at least. Oh. Whoa. Ooh. Pilgrim badges of St. Moritz. Endress makes these. It's cool looking. Large garden. Here we go. Kitchen and cellar. I was already over here. Cloister. Dormitory. Anything cool over here? Church. Old Bailey. I think I was already over there. Yeah, it's just the hub it looks like over there. Church time. Can I fast travel? Pause menu. Can I look around maybe? That's cool. I would like to fast travel. Crypt? Let's go to the crypt. Ooh, this is cool looking. What's that? The foundations of the abbey were built when the Romans occupied this land not long after the death of Christ. I agree, words of affirmation are perfect because I doubt myself, but people just think I'm weird when I really just have issues with believing word to be alive. Common misconception. Cool, no. Go back centuries all the way back to the founding of the abbey. Abbot Dietrich, from the height of Kirstau's power in the 14th century, those days have long past. Investigate. A lovely relief of the Virgin and Child. Shaman sent down here. A key? That was it. What? Now what? What? Oh, secret into the library. I'll have to remember this. Oh, cool. So that's how a lady gets out, I guess. Can I let her out? Tower? This is a really big world. Going down church. Wow. It's a really big area. Old Bailey. Oh, that's open now, isn't it? Is he gonna be in there? Oh, he's not in here. Monstrance, Chalice Pattern, Ciborum, and Purificator. Almost anything you need for mass other than the host. Probably where the funds of the abbey are stored. The sacristy also is also treasury. What's this? The armories hold all the vestments Father Gernot and Brother Matthew used during Mass. All the people are somehow really dirty mind and accuse me of having a praise king, which is frustrating because I am a child. Jeez, people suck. It's not even a praise king, it's just words of affirmation, dude. Just boosting yourself, having self-worth. Why can't people just leave me be? It's more fun to mess with people, is what it is. What's this, Upper Abbey? Lower Abbey. I'd like to fast travel to guest house. Sleep. Do I gotta go all the way down? No biggie if I do, but it'd be nice if I didn't have to. Church instructors. Dumbass Mill. Jocker House Tower Commons. I'm gonna see if I can give her money. Old auto. Oh, no more goats, nice. I think that's it actually. Almost. Johann, Hetty. Nope. Not that. France, Bauer. Oh, those are new areas. Cat. Brigida, France. Yeah, these are all new guys. New areas, well. Blip, blip. I'm not trying to go there. The commerce quite curious. Welcome to the Midnight Show, where Koala shares too much and drives herself mad while James plays cool games and does cool things. And everybody just watches like, this is fine. Ain't that how it is? Ain't that how it's supposed to be? Right? Bees. Gertner Farm. Yeah, here we are. I'd like to give a rent. Hello. Hello, Andreas. Look, I have something for you. Oh, should be enough to pay my rent and a taxi out the Abbey. Andreas, this is far more than your rent payment. We can't accept this. It says no to pay back the Abbey, yes. It is, but Andreas, how'd you even get so much coin? Are you sure you'll have enough to spare? I promised brother to pay me a bit early. I want to make sure you can pay your taxes in time. Bro, I started playing Xenoblade 3. Yes, sir, Zoinky. What do you think, bro? Don't worry about me, I'll be fine. Oh, for sure. Thank you, Andreas. You don't know what this means to us. I would help. It's a Christian thing to do. It's probably best not to mention it. Of course, I won't mention it to anyone. Still, thank you. I'll let you move in with your long day. God bless you. Until later. Cool. Paid in full. Nice. Is there a... It's peak? Bro, it's so good. It's such a good game, bro. Gorilla Zoinky, hi. Bro, it's such a good game. Journal. It's freaking peak. It's awesome, bro. I can't believe how good the game is. What's up, man? A few more pages. A few pages for the app and hopefully a few for myself. Need to get across town and head up to the Abbey so I can start working the script tomorrow. Okay. Glossary. Oh, cool. I see. This is neat. I'm learning a lot about medieval European culture. Big Jorg. Peter. Hey, Peter. Andreas. Makes two look like DuckTales for the SNES. Honestly, dude, there was a lot of comparison between Xenoblade 1 and 2 and 3 when I was playing it. Like, a lot. More than there should be, but there was a lot. Church and Drunkets. God, it's such a good game, bro. Honestly, it should have won Best Music. Easy, in my opinion. At game shows. Definitely should have won Best Music. I just wanted to hear Monster from the Muppets say Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Yeah, it's like the perfect mix of 1 and 2 in Torna. It's just that good. Dude, I'm telling you. I told you, dude. Hold on, Zanky. Let me get this. Let me do this. Bam! Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Special Collector's Edition. Special Edition. See that? Well, the game is already special. One is just a little bit better. Oh, snap. Yes, sir. Dude, this game. Oh, my God. Look at that. Look at that. What do you think of that, Zlinky, eh? Look at that. On the back of the box. Wow. That is sexy, dude. Look at that.
Such a pain to get.
This was the second most terrible thing I've ever had to get.
Did you ever get refunded for the first?
What?
JoJo?
No.
Alright, I'm calling them tomorrow for you.
Cool.
Actually, I'll battle them tonight.
The moment in life where I question everything, because people call me man, or I say he instead of she, something just clicks different. Makes me question my entire life. Normal teen stuff. That's awesome, bro. God dang. Whoa, shiny things. This game is so good, Koala. It's so freaking good. Well, you don't have to fight Wells Fargo yet. You just gotta fight BNEA.
No, I'm going to Wells Fargo and tapping on the charge and hitting dispute.
Okay, that works.
Yeah.
Ah,
We're not doing this.
no.
Not to my baby.
Thanks, babe.
Beat them up.
Is it all in the church? What's the cloister?
You turn the fan on one.
I sure. Well, yeah. Let me turn my noise gate on real quick. I turned the filter off so that way people could hear you. Now I'm turning it off. All right. This. Wake you up on what? I'm feeling a little close to being done. It is, bro. Everyone on this chat play your and I'm gonna smack yo. I don't think Koala has a... No, Koala might have a Switch. Koala, do you got a Switch? If you do, such a good game. Such a good game. We do cool stuff. We do cool stuff with Switches. Chapter house. Where's the lunch? Yeah, lunch. Courtyard and lavatorium. That's a bathroom. It's a washroom. There ain't no woman in here. Blister. Blister. Refectory? What's that? Oh, there he is. Sub hot. God give you health. I was trying to have lunch with you, bro. Man, play without the switches. It doesn't matter. If it doesn't, you play it on a Game Boy. Just okay. Just play the game, I'm telling you. Bro, it's so good. Frenic? What you got, Frenic? God bless you. Andreas. 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 You ever just play a song that's an absolute masterpiece and it makes you feel like you are the best in the world? Something you can listen to a dance or sing, just perform like a god? Yeah, let me show you what it sounds like real quick. Sounds like this. Must have worked, holy crap. Yeah, it's this song. God, it's so good. So good. Makes me want to play violin, baby. God. Whew. That's the best song of the year, baby. This is the game that came out this year with the best music. Best music. Lord have mercy. Oh my God. That's enough of that. Let's know that. This game, am I playing the audio for this game still? I think so. Just a little quiet. Yeah. Just in the monastery. Cool. Kitchen and that. Shoot, boy. What am I supposed to do now? Map. Journal. Another day, another few pages for the abbot, and hopefully a few for myself. Terrace out of 9. Claire finally gave me some food for dinner. See if Otto and Edris are around. Otto's working below the abbey, between the guest house and the abbot's house. Okay. Got it. So going to Otto. It's Tough to Be a God by Anna Pansy was one of the songs. Wait, church? Oh. Large garden, monastery, chapter house, infirmary, upper abbey. This is below the church. Shrine, lower abbey. Convent garden, I think it's down here. Lower abbey. Bro, but like Deftones, am I right? Am I right? First time I listened to Deftones, felt something beyond fame and chance went to an eternal being of wisdom. Sounds familiar. Otto, there you are, buddy. Good day, Master Mailer. Oh, Andreas, good to see you. I trust Claire gave you a message. Afternoon, Andreas. Otto, Claire did give me your message. Sorry I missed you this morning. I was still asleep when you came by. Oh, the Abbot Healthy really lets you get away with anything, doesn't he? We'll even be Otto. I'm hungry. Let's pray. Bless us, O Lord, and these, your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. 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 Good morning, teacher. I've had a bad morning. Barely got anything done. My neck's aching anyway. My neck is aching. Or villain. I don't know who made it though. I'm a hero, I like to think. How'd the morning treat you? Eh, not too bad, thanks. I heard my dang aunt splitting timbers really is a bad dream in the Babbitt's house. Oh shoot. Oops. It's not that bad, injury. He just got galls. He just galls me. The Abbot believes it's giant. We're not expected to do work when it suits him. It's like food item eat. Sheep's milk cheese. I like the cheese. Oh, it's not all that bad. I get a lot of good work from the Abbey. Casting pilgrim's badges isn't really something, but I don't mind. Boy, we're just consuming. Anyway, that's how you walking with that berry and red logo in the meadow on your way up here. What's that all about? He's here to check on a commission. I understand he's friendly Father Matthias. Think he may be here to pressure Brother Piero to finish manuscript to work on. And terrorize people of... Oh. Friendly Matthias. He was. The Father Matthias had some misgivings about the Baron. Some misgivings. Seems like there's an unsavory side to him. You got that right. There's nothing to fool around with young women. He's married, of course. Oh, it's only gossip as Christians spread rumors like that. It's not gossip that he beat up a farmer a few years back, old ranting. May he rest in peace. The late husband of Atilia. Oh shoot, this Baron is killing husbands to steal their wives? Well, I wasn't there, so I don't know, but if he did, then yes, this speaks poorly of his character. I'm on a conversation with here, didn't mention anything about that. He beat someone? That's some sort of thing to do. What did you talk about then? I mean, no offense, wasn't a nobleman having common with an artist. Took my work, Martin Luther, since my inherent moral quality auto. It's quite well educated. Quite well educated. Sure, imagine you have a lot of time to read when you don't have to worry where your next meal is going to come from. This bitterness and envy are not good for a Christian soul's auto. It's not envy, Andres. No one should get away with the way he does, this abbey does. No offense to you, Andres. I don't have any problem with the books that the abbey makes. I mean, I never did learn to read, but if people are paying the abbey to make them, it doesn't bother me. I understand why people represent the average soul. It's a harsh lord. I think I'm fair. The abbey does tasking all good more than you realize. He's a harsh lord. Otto, did you see how the birds' sheep escaped the grazing fields again? No, but I'm not surprised. Ron was supposed to fix that fence and probably did a bad job at it. He's always in a foul mood. Could be the laziest soul in tasking. He couldn't even hold a hammer properly. We approach the next hour. 10 minutes. Oh, okay, gotcha. I was like, what? We're at 2 hour, 10 minutes is what it is, actually. I think I'm going to finish this conversation, and then I think I might have to call it for the night. Married and a father at such a young age and barely lifts his finger for his wife or child. On top of that, he's a damn thief. The way you say it, Andres, that's more than just gossip. Look at him up at a guest house. He's probably figuring out what we can steal with the least amount of effort. He's a born shirker. Sure enough, I know when I see him. Especially when you look in the mirror. Speaking about our sheep, their ewes are shorn and the woman will be spinning it soon, Otto. I got it, Andres. No need to tease. What God wants to happen will happen. Looks like a storm's coming. We should probably get back to it. I'll catch up in a moment, Andres. Oh, Andreas, say hello to Ev for me if you get a chance. Too cute. Huh? What's those on? Andreas, don't. Just tell hello for me to keep out of it. You're the one involved me in your courtship. I didn't ask to be your messenger. Tut. Fine, I'll tell her. Knowness. Go back to work. 2 more pages. Alright, I think I am gonna go ahead and call it a night there. I'm a little sleepy, y'all. So, I save. I like how it tells you. That's good game design when it tells you your last save time. Oh, I love that. Good stuff. Alright, y'all. So, I'm calling it a night. So, everybody, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate sub going back to 262. I think our next goal is 263. If we can do it. Same, my man. Alright, Henry, thanks for stopping by, bro. You have a good night. Time for bed then. I'm calling it a night, Qual. You don't gotta go home, but I'm not gonna be here. You can watch other videos. I don't know. I'd like to make videos next year. I'll start working on them. I just don't have the creativity for it. So, anyway. Good night, James. Good night, Qual. Thanks for trauma dumping to me. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Praying y'all have a good night. God bless.